What's up everybody, it's John here. We are here in Petaling Strait. Now the humidity is high, it's a hot day. It's gonna be a hot day because it's still early. The sun is coming out. We are going to be reviewing the EOS R6 over here. And today we're gonna try to mimic the whole entire shoot like as if you're gonna be shooting a wedding, or at least the condition of it, to test out the EOS R6. And I'm not gonna be doing this alone. Today we've got Anna and also Mr. Eric right here together with me, and they will be the subject of the day. And if you do not know, Anna is a very famous wedding photographer here in Malaysia as well. Yeah. Thank you guys for joining in the shoot today.
Pleasure.
Pleasure.
In the next 1+ hours, we'll be going around Petaling Street and we'll be shooting their portrait. And I'm gonna test out the camera. Let's get going. When the camera was announced, my mates and I were wondering if the Canon EOS R6 a good fit as a portrait and wedding photographer's camera. And my first impression using this camera is leaning towards yes. Let me show you my first look of the EOS R6. You know, one thing, I tested out this at the skate park.
Yep.
And the skating was so freaking quick, right? That I don't have time to actually click on the autofocus to pre-focus or whatsoever.
Then Timang?
All I got to do is to point and make sure that he's in frame.
Okay.
The autofocus did all the work. And after testing the camera at the skate park yesterday, the camera is responsive, fast, very SLR-like in a mirrorless body. Now today's footages are all not recorded with the EOS R6 because the EOS R6 is with me over here, and I'm going to be reserving the camera for still photography only. So this is a case of a wedding photographer being shot at the same time shooting me trying to make a video. Have you tried the R6 before?
No, this is my first time. Can I have it?
No, Anna, you may not, because I've returned the camera to Canon and I don't have it anymore with me. It's pretty hot right now. It's a KL weather like this, and it's not coincidence that why I'm here, because I want to test out the camera as though as we are out shooting a wedding outside in outdoor. If it overheats, then at least you guys know. My gut feelings telling me is no problem at all, because I've been using this for the past 1-2 days, but let's test it out anyway. And it's certainly a showstopper for photographers if the camera overheats when taking photos. And what's being discussed in many reviews on YouTube right now is overheating limits on the R5 and the R6 for 8K and 4K oversampling of videos. But you might just want to put the doubt to rest if you're going to throw some good money to purchase a camera. Let's talk about the EOS R6 as a camera first, which is interesting because when Canon confirmed this specification, this sounds like a natural progression upgrade from the EOS R. The R6 carries the number 6 in the series of camera, which traditionally a step lower than the EOS 5D series. In this case, what if the EOS R5 actually outperformed what's supposed to be the next version of the 5D Mark IV? Specs wise, that EOS R6 actually feels like an upgrade and could fill the shoe of the EOS 5D Mark V. Everything about the EOS R6 is a succession from the EOS R, except for the megapixel count. The EOS R6 is 20 megapixel versus the EOS R, which is 30 megapixel. But it is using a 1DX Mark III sensor in it, and it has a DxO mark of 91, which is pretty good, right? So it feels like Canon just put a 23,000 ringgit camera body into a mirrorless camera like this. I've been shooting weddings with the 5D Mark III, which packs a 21 megapixel sensor and had made prints with great details. I personally don't think it's a problem for my usual delivery, and the R6 is said to be using the EOS 1DX Mark III's sensor, and that's a huge jump for me. So the R6 has dual SD cards, which is an upgrade from say 6D Mark II. Traditionally, dual card slots is only available for the 5D Mark IVs and right now the R5. But the R6 has dual SD card slots inside, which is an upgrade. R5, it has CF Express. R6, both SD cards. In a way, it's got to be saving us money. What is visibly different from the EOS R is the top here. Instead of a screen, you have a mechanical dial. And what is an upgrade for me is the rotary dial at the back, which usually belongs to the 5D group of cameras, but right now it's in the R6. And the return of the nipple right here, which is great addition. always welcome.
The camera uses the dual pixel autofocus 2 system. It's sticky to the face, is fast in locking and tracking subjects, makes the responsiveness of the EOS R6 impeccable. 12 frames per second on the mechanical shutter, 20 frames per second on the electronic shutter. When paired together, it's remarkable. It's the closest feel to the DSLR if that's the benchmark, if not better.
So the temperature warning has been blinking for the past 1+ hour, and I've been still using the camera as usual. I've been using the camera for a good 2 hours before the warning actually came out. Doesn't mean that I stopped using the camera. It's still going ahead as usual. It just tells me that the amount of time that's available to shoot video. And if I'm not shooting video today, I don't need to worry. How was the autofocus on the R6? All right.
I was pleasantly surprised. The tracking's really good, so I reckon it would be great for like events.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing the tea ceremony and stuff when people are moving around fast and you get overlapping scenes sometimes.
I decided to bring out all my EF lenses. I've got my 50mm EF lenses. Also got my Sigma 85 and Sigma 20mm. So these are EF lenses and they work great on the EOS R6 with the adapter over here.
Overall, my first impression of the R6 is promising. I would love to shoot an entire wedding to know the real deal. Albeit the camera was a little warm to the touch and the temperature warning was on, it did not stop me from photographing. The camera is snappy and responsive and it's a joy to use for photography.
Well, thank you for watching another episode of Afterwallk Gear Review. If this video was anyhow informative to you, click on the thumbs up button, and if you're new to the channel, do subscribe and I'll see you guys on the next video.